What's going on YouTube? So today I have a really cool rifle. This is a Stevens Favorite. This is a 1815 model. Go ahead and take a look at this. This has been on the YouTube channel before. We had talked a little bit about maybe restoring it or doing a deep clean. Well, have you ever opened something up and realized it might be a little bigger a project than you thought? That was this rifle. I took the stock off, the front foregrip and the buttstock off, and found out that there was a little bit more work to be done than I wanted to do. So sanded the stock down, restained, and clear coated the stock. Turned out beautiful. That being said, I still have a little bit of that surface rust, just old grime on the metal parts. Well, today's the day. It's time to take it apart and pull all the pieces apart and quite possibly steel wool them down and start working on that. I have a new workbench, so I'm not sitting on a ammo can anymore. I'm actually sitting in a chair, and I'm not using a little coffee table that I made. I actually have a real table. How nice. Let's get started on this and take it all apart. With the Stevens Favorite, this was patented in, like I said, 1915, and then they made it all the way up into, I believe, the 20s. Super cool concept. It is a 22. This one is a 22 short, long, and long rifle is what it's chambered in. It is a takedown model, meaning you unscrew one screw and you break it into two different pieces. Pretty nifty. Kind of nice to put in a backpack or carry it around or whatever. This is a single shot 22. Really cool system. As you can tell, we are empty. You take the trigger guard and you drop it down or lever it down, in which case it opens up this chamber. Now your barrel would be sitting in here and you would put your 22 bullet in there. Then you would ratchet it, your, what is this called? Trigger guard up, and that would bring your bolt, I guess your block up. This is called a drop block. So that would bring the block up. You would cock your hammer and you would pull your trigger. And that hits the firing pin on the back side. As you can kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see that little teeny tiny firing pin. But it would whack the back of that firing pin, in which case it would do a notch on your cartridge. Anyways, this model had a really cool peep sight for rear sight, and up front was a little peep sight. Yeah, let's go ahead and start taking this thing apart. So two screws and the buttstock slides right out. And the foregrip is even easier than that. One screw. And off comes the foregrip. I'm going to take a few seconds to show off the stock. Now I cheated a little bit on this stock. Take a look at that. That is beautiful. The gloss on there and everything. The reason why I cheated a little bit was I went and visited my dad. And if you guys watch the channel, my dad is a woodworker. So I was able to work with him and get this all smooth and clean. There's a massive crack. See it right there? You can kind of see just a little bit coming all the way up to this point. And it was also right here. Right there. We were able to lift that up, put some wood glue in that and down here, and reseal that in, and then we sanded it all down and clear coated over the top to seal it in, and I hope to never ever have a problem with that crack again. But if I never brought it up, you probably wouldn't see it. It would just look more like the grain. Yeah. And then the foregrip turned out beautifully. It's still, you can see all the imperfections of where it was dropped or scratched or whatever. And I kind of like that. I like having a little bit of a historical piece. I didn't want to take all of that away. So I'm happy. Oh, let's talk about this. This is one of the reasons why I said let's just put the stock back on and walk away. You see the innards right here. You can see some mold, some old glue, tad bit of tarnishing going on in there. And if you look at the side, you can just start to see where the rust is coming in, and it's just getting pretty gross. Again, this gun is over 100 years old. There's the name of it right there. So if I was over 100 years old, I would hope to look this good too. Really fun shooter. I absolutely love shooting this gun. I know it's called the Stevens favorite, but it's kind of turning into the Chris's favorite 22 rifle. Oh wow. So it says model 18, and then there's a giant hole through it when they put that new aftermarket sight on there. They drilled a hole right through the 5 and the 1815. Huh. Interesting. Yay! That is filthy. Absolutely filthy. But I guess in theory, that's it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts in the housing. Very simple design. You have your firing pin and a couple other miscellaneous things, but 6 main big heavy duty parts. That's awesome. I wish most guns had 6, let's say 10 for all the extra little parts. You've seen some of the channel. There's 1,000 parts on some of these guns. Alright, so when I try to clean the surface, I'll use a couple of different grades of sandpaper, or maybe a different bristle brush. And right now the steel wool is doing the best job. Usually steel wool does the best job. I was using 600 grit, and I think this is 400 grit. Anyways, let me get a little closer and you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the, oops, sorry, bumped the camera. You can see the shine on that. And you can see where, this side. This part was the sandpaper, that 400 grit. This is the old bluing, I guess browning area. I did steel wool this a little bit, but then you can see on this side where I haven't touched. You see that surface rusting area right there, and see it up in here. It's a lot of like old grime, some dust, and this is all clean. So I'm really just doing a deep cleaning of this. I don't need to take off the old bluing. I'll re-blue this part, but I think I'm going to leave the old bluing on and just steel wool all of it to give it that shine like that. You can see how that's just beautiful. It's got a lot of character, a lot of age on it. So, all right, here we go. We keep going. This will give you a great example of what I'm dealing with. One side completely clean. The other side has that filth all over it. Just getting old. It's shiny, shiny, then nasty. And it's just all old, like grease. But there you go. It's starting to come out real nice. So this looks like more browning than bluing, like the old browning way. Not browning like the gun, but they used to like brown guns with a different chemical than bluing. A lot of black powder rifles are browned instead of blued. Body's done. Now let's take a look at some of these parts. All right,